So I became an educator because I fell in love with teaching. It started out as a sub job when I was in college to earn extra money. I was a freelance writer and I started subbing just to get a couple extra bucks for gas money here and there. And I found myself eventually wanting to take more sub jobs than writing jobs. And when I finally graduated and became a writer, I realized I missed talking to those kids about literature and writing and the power of all those things. And so that's when I realized this is what I meant to do. And I've been lucky enough to keep falling in love with teaching every year.
After I graduate from Terrebonne, I plan on going to college to major in civil engineering and hopefully try out for the college's guard and compete with color guard and winter guard.
I could talk about Anna for hours. I'm gonna use a word to describe Anna that I know she would not use to describe herself. Anna is a leader. Now, she is a quiet, steadfast, hardworking individual, but that is what makes you a leader, is because you lead from the middle. You may not be the kid out in the front, and you're not gonna be the kid lying in the back, but you're that kid in the middle who is helping out everyone else around them. I know that you have this unique ability to bring others up with you. You want the best for yourself, but what makes you so amazing and what you're going to change the world with is that ability to look at someone else and pull them up to your expectation.
What motivates me is I genuinely just love to learn. I love the satisfaction that comes with achieving new skills and completing difficult challenges in class.
There is a funny moment. Now, I've taught Anna for 3 years. As her gifted teacher, we kind of grew together. But there is one moment in particular with Anna, and I hope you remember it. It was last year when we were as a class at 7th period reading The Great Gatsby. And I had had a really hard day, like a hard day that only a teacher can have. And it was the last hour of the day, and we were reading The Great Gatsby, and the narrator said the line, like the big climax happened, and then the narrator said the line that today was my birthday, and I'm 30, and he goes, and a decade of loneliness. And I couldn't keep my teacher mask on, and I just started cracking up. Like, I don't know why that line hit me, and the rest of the class was looking at me like I was crazy because I couldn't get myself back together. And I look over, and Anna was also absolutely losing it in the back of class. She was cracking up at the same time. And I was like, it needs to be on a t-shirt. And she said, and you know what else needs to be on a t-shirt, Ms. Hampton? This quote. And then the rest of the class, we all started talking about these kind of quotable quotes from Great Gatsby that it ended up being a lesson on quoting through, what should be on a funny t-shirt from the book. So that was one memorable moment that I remember of the two of us. And eventually the rest of the class caught on, but I couldn't get it together, and I look in the back and she was losing it too. So funny. And that was one of my favorite Anna moments.
My first impression when I walked into Ms. Hampton's class wasn't really her, it was the cat portraits that she has around her board. She has Elizabethan and Victorian era portraits of cats, and there's one dog. And I walked in and I noticed them, and I thought they were weird. But as we got through class, I realized that it was a way to show that she's not afraid to be herself. She's a unique teacher, and she's herself through and through. It made me not afraid to speak my thoughts and be myself.
Yay! That's the whole point.
Her uniqueness shows me that I don't have to be afraid to be myself in class.
That is a tough question. Who is my inspirational teacher? I come from a long line of teachers. My grandmother was a teacher, my mom, my sister is still a teacher in Terrebonne Parish. But when I really think about who inspires me to be better every day, I have to say that my coworkers and my team at Terrebonne High, they really inspire me to be better every day. We lift each other up. There's a lot of teamwork and teacher efficacy happening here where we work together. And I think we're really that mindset of when we all do better, all the kids do better. When the tide rises, all the boats come up. So I feel like that is something that really inspires me on the daily. To see the good things that are happening in our halls makes me want to be better so these kids can be the best version of themselves.
I chose Ms. Hampton because she makes class fun. It's never like a boring, like read this and then answer these questions. We're always interacting as a class and having fun with whatever we're learning and being genuinely interested in what the period or the time frame that we're learning about.